more about me? Well, let's see. I'm a product of the colonies, a tiny speck on the edge of the frontier that you won't find on any tourist brochure. I dreamt of one day inventing something big and important, something that would propel humanity forward. And yeah, I miss home sometimes, but this place, it's where I can make a real impact. It's where I belong. The galaxy's vast, and there's plenty of room for names like ours.
Hi everybody, I'm Jeremy, creator of Astroneer, a brand new Starfield mod which puts you in the shoes of a Starship designer. Today in this video I'm going to show you a little bit about how the new mechanics that are added to the game work, and we'll start building some ships. At its heart and soul, Astroneer is a set of radiant design missions meant to immerse you in the world of Starship design. When you go to the mission board, you'll start to see new postings from a company called Astronautics. This is a refit manufacturer right here in New Atlantis, and they're going to be giving you a bunch of different ship contracts over the course of the game. Right now, it looks like I have a contract for a Class A hauler called Fortune's Frontier. As you can see, there's a minimum cargo, minimum engine power, minimum fuel, max mass, and it looks like they want one cargo bay. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this mission. There are a bunch of different archetypes for ships inside of Astroneer. There's about 5: explorers, haulers, fighters, interceptors, luxury lines, all different kinds of ways to build ships. And this is really what, at its heart and soul, what makes Astroneer a lot of fun, is you get to essentially build a ship that's not yours. If it doesn't require guns, you don't have to put weapons on your ship, which is actually really, really neat. So I'm here at Aria Collins, which is an employee at Astronautics, and she loves to build ships and to refit ships, and she's going to be your liaison for all kind of ship contracts here. Let's go ahead and talk to Aria.
Hello again. Ready to jump into another design?
I'm going to go ahead and ask Aria what latest ships are on the roster.
There's a sturdy hauler here. Could use a bit of a facelift. Fancy giving it some sparkle.
Aria will quip and talk about all the different ships that you have based off of their types, and now we can go to work on our ship.
You got it.
Now, one of the interesting things about going through Aria to build ships is you can add modules to this ship at no added cost. In fact, every single module here is free. The drawback? Aria has a limited supply in stock, and so you're going to have to kind of make use of the parts that you have. But as you progress through the game and build more ships, you're able to unlock more parts at Aria, to the point where she can have every single part in the game, and you also get a discount when you start building your ships. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all the gory details of customizing this ship, so let's skip ahead. Okay, and we have a complete ship. It's not a looker, but it's good enough to turn into Aria, so let's go ahead and do that. But before we do, I want to point out one other feature of Astroneer, which is you can see your ship right behind you here. And I could actually go inside and preview the layout in case I want to make sure everything looks good on the inside. I'm not going to go do that. Instead, I'm going to just turn this into Aria right now, and we'll continue with the tour. When you turn in ship contracts to Aria, you'll get rewarded with a couple things. You'll get credits, and you'll get salvage. And you'll get a different type of salvage for each different type of ship that you create. And you could use salvage to research new upgrades for your fleet, or even get new parts at Aria. You can wave goodbye to that ship. Hopefully one day we'll see it in space. When designing Astroneer, I wanted to create a progression system that made it fun to continue engaging with building ships. And so we did that through adding new research projects and using salvage to do that. At the very bottom here, you'll see a new category called Aeronautics. When I go into that category, you can see there's a bunch of different upgrades that you can make to your fleet, whether it's cargo, grav drive, thruster optimization, repair targeting systems, and you'll use the respective ship archetypes salvage to essentially research these projects and upgrade your fleet. And there's some pretty massive upgrades here, but you'll have to design a lot of ships to get access to them. The other type of upgrade that you have is procurement. You can procure ship parts from all the different types of shipyards, but you will need a relevant skill in their specialization as well as a negotiation skill, because you're essentially calling these shipyards up and asking them to procure new parts for Atlas Astronautics. We think this is a really fun system for players to engage in, and we love feedback in this area. Now let's move on to experiencing your creations in space. One of the more fun parts about Astroneer is being able to see the ships that you create show up in space in random encounters. Now, most of the time, this is going to be things like UC citizens, Freestar citizens, very harmless, and you can hail them, you could pirate them, you could steal their ship, you can do anything that you want with that. But every once in a while, you'll have a bad guy, a Crimson Fleet captain or a spacer, show up with that ship and start attacking you, and that's where the fun begins. For now, I'm going to spawn in one of my creations. And here's one now. Looks like this is a creation that I made a while ago. I'm going to go ahead and hail it.
Okay. Hello.
So like I said, you can easily trade with one of these, you can pirate them, or you can simply attack them. I'm not going to attack this one this time because I am surrounded by a lot of guard ships. But as you can see, part of the fun is figuring out how you want to engage with these ships as you encounter them in space. And that really wraps it up for Astroneer. I hope you like this overview and that you download the mod. I hope it's something that you love putting into your load order. We'd love some feedback, so please give us an endorsement and a comment on Nexus Mods. All right, thank you very much.